Florida, once a tourist magnet, with record-breaking crowds filling its beaches, theme parks, and malls, is now eerily quiet. Despite hitting an all-time high of 143 million visitors just last year, something has shifted. In 2025, the state's tourism numbers tell a far different story. And it's not good. 1. The calm before the storm. Florida's first quarter tourism numbers look steady, 41.2 million visitors. But dive deeper and the cracks start to show. While Americans are still flocking in, international tourism is slipping. Can you guess which group is fleeing in droves? It's Canadians. The drop in Canadian visitors is huge, and it's only the beginning. Wait until you hear what happens next. The real question is, why? What's causing this massive dip? It's not just about prices going up. The truth is even darker. 2A, political storm brewing. Florida's biggest international market, Canada, has been pulling back in response to growing tensions. When President Trump returned to office in 2025, he sparked controversy with harsh words and policies aimed at Canada. Tariffs were reintroduced. Diplomatic relations? Not great. What happened next? Canadians cancelled their Florida trips in droves. A boycott of epic proportions. No one saw this coming. And the damage? Staggering. If trends continue, Florida could lose over $12.5 billion from Canadian tourism alone this year. Can you imagine the fallout from that? 3. Miami's dangerous move. But that's not all. Florida's biggest city, Miami, made a decision that's shaking things up even more. In March 2025, Miami officials cracked down on spring break. Yes, you heard that right. Tough curfews, liquor restrictions, and a bold public statement. Spring break is cancelled. It was an attempt to make the city safer and more family-friendly. But guess what? It backfired. Millennials and college students took their dollars to other destinations. And Miami? It lost millions in tourism revenue. For a growing economic crisis. When tourism takes a hit, it doesn't just hurt the hotels, it devastates entire economies. Florida's tourism industry supports over 1.6 million jobs. When people stop visiting, public services start getting slashed. In Brevard County alone, a 7% drop in tourism-related revenue is forcing cities to make tough choices, cut budgets, or raise taxes. And it's not just Florida. Other major tourist cities like Las Vegas are feeling the same pressure. Could this be the beginning of a wider trend? 5. Florida's struggle to stay relevant. Despite these challenges, Florida isn't entirely giving up. Domestic tourists are still pouring in, and new attractions like Universal's Epic Universe Park are bringing in crowds. But it's not enough. Florida's iconic theme parks are seeing fewer visitors, and the absence of international travelers, especially Canadians, leaves a noticeable void. Plus, let's not forget rising prices. Parking, resort, and food costs are climbing. What was once an affordable getaway is becoming harder for many to justify. The more expensive Florida gets, the fewer people will choose it as their vacation destination. 6. The big question. Is Florida still worth visiting? So, here's the big question. With all this going on, rising costs, declining international tourism, political drama, and cities like Miami actively pushing away tourists, is Florida still worth visiting? For some, the answer is still yes. Florida is still home to some of the most beautiful beaches and iconic theme parks in the world. But for others, the charm is fading. It's not the Florida they remember. The truth is, Florida isn't collapsing, but it's changing. And if it doesn't adjust, the tourism industry could be in serious trouble. With over $12 billion potentially lost this year, the stakes have never been higher. What do you think? Is Florida still on your bucket list, or are you looking elsewhere for your next vacation? Let us know in the comments below. And if this opened your eyes to the real story behind Florida's tourism decline, Don't forget to like and subscribe for more jaw-dropping, fact-driven reports.